Hey guys, I'm going to do a quick demo to show you the different ways to export your final video. So you can see my timeline. I have my video, and let's say that I'm done. Remember, at the end of your guys' video, you need to have some black space. So there's a couple ways to do that. You can either extend this work area bar out a little bit, and the file will export to the end of that work bar, which means you'll have so much black space at the end of your video. Or the other thing you can do is come over here to a new item in the project window and select black video. Hit OK. It pops up over here. Drag that black video over, and then you have a chunk of black video at the end. So this way it doesn't just freeze frame on the last frame of your video and your audience is unsure whether or not your video is over. So remember to have that black space. Okay, so the first way to export is how we've been doing it all semester, so I'm not going to demo that. Remember, that is the setting H.264, QuickTime, match the source settings. The other way we're going to export is ProRes, and this is a high quality export of your video, and this file will be several times larger than any of your other files. So to do this, we go to File, Export Media. The first thing I'm going to look at is format, which we're going to keep at QuickTime. And we'll change this output size to match source again. I'm going to name this ProRes. I'm going to export the video and the audio. I'm going to come down to where it says codec. Now this is really the point in which determines what kind of compression is going to be done. So this is where I wanted to select ProRes. So I click this little drop down menu, and you can see we have a ton of options. What we're looking for is Apple ProRes 422 HQ. HQ is high quality. So let's click that. Okay, so QuickTime Custom, I've named my file, I've set my codec. I want to make sure the quality is 100, it is. I want to make sure my frame rate is the same as my footage, and it is. I also want to make sure that this field order is progressive. Sometimes it can be upper or lower first. You want it to be progressive. Select render at maximum depth. And then we want to select use maximum render quality, use previews. And then down here, you have another drop-down menu. You want to make sure that you've selected optical flow. We do not want frame blending or frame sampling, but optical flow. And then you hit export. I'm not going to export this right now, but this export will take a little bit longer than some of the other ones. So that is for ProRes. Now I'm going to show you how to export the MP4, or the lowest compression. So let's go to Export Media. I should say lowest quality compression. So let's go to change output size to match source again. We're still with QuickTime. QuickTime is a container. It contains our movie codec and our sound settings. So QuickTime is just the container that holds those. So we're going to keep that. I'm going to rename this. For ease, I might just name it low for like low quality, or I might name it MP4 so that I know. And I'm going to hit save. Video and audio again. Okay, so now again it is the video codec that we're going to change, and this is already selected to MPEG-4. That's what I want. Let's see if we can find this though. Here it is down here, alphabetical order, MPEG-4 video. That's what we're going to select. Again, we want to make sure our quality is at 100%. We want to make sure our frame rate is the same as our original footage. We want to make sure the field order is progressive. Render at maximum depth. Okay, use maximum render quality, use previews. Remember, this needs to be optical flow, and then we hit export again. When you're done, you should have in your export folder, you should have a couple different files. They're all going to be .mov at the end, but you're going to have one that is kind of our original format. So that's actually this one. And I know that it's the original because it's a .mov, and I know this because of the size of it is 102 megabytes, and that's about right. If I go up to this one, I've labeled it ProRes, and I can see that it is 3.24 gigabytes. That's considerably much larger file. So I know that that one is going to be my highest quality. And then I go to my final version where I've named it low, so I know what one I'm dealing with. And I can see that is 56 megabytes. So it's about half the size of our original kind of basic exporting that we've been doing the whole semester. So you have a very low quality, which is really good for streaming. You have a very high quality video that is good for presentation. And then you have a sort of middle ground with our H.264 codec. So that's all you do. Make sure that when you have all these files that I can easily tell which is which. So the original one should just be labeled last name final.move. The MPEG-4 should be last name final low or MP4. Somehow let me know that that is going to be the smallest file. And then with the final one, more final ProRes dot move. Okay, so you're going to end up with 3 videos at the very end of this. All right, good luck. See you Thursday.